Onea girlfriend, tell me how your New Year's was.
New Year's was pretty good. It was cold because we had snowed, got all that snow.
Real cold.
Yeah, it was really cold, but it was nice. We went to SeaWorld and we had a great time. The weather's perfect there.
You and your boys?
Yeah,
all
me
right.
and my family.
All right, and you had a good
yeah,
time.
We had a great time. How about yours?
Well, mine was so wild and crazy that I stayed at home like I usually do and watched the big ball come down at midnight. But I have a little routine I do for myself every New Year's Eve. I take a nice bath. I sit down, instead of calling it resolutions, I call it goals.
Yeah.
And I set goals, and then I put that away, and I don't get it back out until the following New Year's Eve. And I look at it, and it's always like, God, I put this down, when did I put this down?
Yeah.
So whatever I accomplished, I mark off. What I didn't accomplish and still want to, I transfer to my new set, and what's not important anymore gets thrown out, okay?
Well, do you find you put the same goals sometimes?
Well, there's always losing weight,
Yeah.
start exercising, get organized. Those are pretty standard,
Yeah.
okay? But some years I've put things on there like become a better listener.
Hey,
okay.
That's a good one.
But I'm not going to start that today.
Okay, good.
We'll start that
We're
another
good with
time.
that,
Yeah,
too.
we're good with it. Throw it out. But you know what? I've really been thinking a lot about my pet peeves. Everybody has pet peeves. What's yours?
Pet peeve of mine is cell phone etiquette. When people are at a dinner table with their friends, with their own friends. Like, I even heard a story of a girl in labor texting her friend that was in the delivery room.
She didn't send pictures, did she? Cell phone
No,
camera?
her friend was in the delivery room with her.
Oh,
they were
my
texting
God.
each other.
In the delivery room?
Yes. I mean, I get the importance of the texting, and I definitely appreciate the convenience of it. But come on, let's get real, and let's get our social skills back together.
You scared me, because I thought in the delivery room, what's she doing? Taking, cell phone pictures and forwarding it on to people, huh?
Yeah.
And how come when someone's on a cell phone, they think everybody on the other end is deaf? Have you noticed that? I mean, nobody talks in a normal voice. It's like, hey, really yelling.
Well, and the other thing, too, everybody else around you's hearing your whole conversation, your fight with your boyfriend, or your fight with the telemarketer, whatever the case may be.
Bill collectors.
Push it, forward it to voicemail. That's what voicemail's for.
I've actually been with people at a dinner table or out to dinner that started texting. They're sitting there texting when I said, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I would like to enjoy your company. Hopefully you enjoy mine. Or why did you even come out? Okay.
Exactly.
So would you mind not doing that?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm old enough. I can get away with a few things and say those kind of things.
I feel the same way too. Or if you're in an appointment, turn off your phone and be present with your appointment, or in a grocery line, or it's just something like that. It's just
be polite.
Be polite.
Considerate.
Consider it.
Speaking of that, when you said forwarding, how do you like the emails that get forwarded, especially the chain letter ones that say, hey, if you don't forward this to 29 people in the next 5 minutes, you're going to have bad luck for the next 10 years, okay?
Exactly. Well, and I know a lot of people buy into that, and it's crazy, but one thing that people don't know is what happens is you open those up and you're getting these cookies and viruses.
Yeah, I've had some.
And then they're sending out these advertisements for male enhancement pills to all these people, to your children, something like that.
Yeah,
so,
I order all of that for my friends.
Yeah,
hey.
I'm sure you do. So, but yeah, it's ridiculous, but they don't realize that that's what they're actually doing.
Well, and I used to buy into that when that first started, like
Me
the
too.
chain letters, the email chain letter thing, and it'd say, if you don't do that, you're going to have this bad luck, whatever. And I used to think, oh my gosh, I better do this. I had a conscience about it. If I didn't do it, it would bother me.
Right.
And I would actually do it, and after a while I thought, come on, I don't like getting these. All the people I'm forwarding it to don't like getting it. And actually now what I do is I open up my emails. I'm not a technical person, so I don't spend hours on the computer. Just
well, that's
what
the
I
other
have to.
thing, too, is time.
Yeah, time consuming.
You know.
But I go through and I hit delete, 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 delete.
Yeah, so for any of you guys that know me, please don't forward any more stuff to me because I don't look at it. It's a waste of your forward button. But, and my other thing
I'll
too.
ditto that.
Yeah. The other thing too that really irritates me is never hearing from somebody and they send you a forward.
Oh, yeah. Like you thought
Instead of a personal text, they'll send you this forward and never talk to you again for the rest of the year.
Where you're like a Groupon.
Yeah.
Okay? The current group coupons, you're like a Groupon, just boom, 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 forward.
Yeah.
Okay? But don't open them. Oh, don't open them. Like you say, they have viruses, cookies, this and that. So.
And maybe not always. My point is, it's a waste of time.
Waste of time.
Waste of time.
And we don't like it.
Yeah, we don't.
Onea and Gertie
do not
like it.
So, if you care, don't forward to us.
To us, or probably have the people you are forwarding to feel the same way. You know who's really bad about it? My mother.
Oh.
My
sorry,
mother.
Mom. And Dad.
Every Maxine
Can't
joke.
Stand them.
You
Can't
know,
stand them.
Maxine, the little funny old lady. Maxine, those jokes. Every Maxine cartoon, story, joke, whatever, she forwards.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, and I just delete them.
Yeah.
Okay. So occasionally she tricks me. And when she calls and she'll say, how'd you like that, story? Wasn't that funny? And I got caught. So I had to finally say, Mom, you sent so many of them, I don't have time. And it happened over a situation where there was a serious family situation.
That's happened to my sister just recently, yeah.
Really? And I just was delete, 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 okay? So we worked out a little code for me to open it if it's serious. And guess what our code is? Hi, Gertie.
Yeah.
That's it.
Something
That's
like that.
Easy as that,
I agree with you. If I see any FW forward attachment to it, it's not going to be read.
I don't either.
It's not going to be read.
Do you know what else bugs me?
What?
Oh, well, yeah, lots of things bug
Which
me.
one?
But yeah, which one now? Okay. But people that take a complete bath in their perfume, women that shower in their perfume, or men even in their aftershave or colognes. And I've gotten so sensitive with, we're all getting more chemically sensitive.
I've noticed that. I've actually noticed that because they have it in everything, your garbage bags, your toilet paper, your refrigerator.
I've had to actually, I've given away boxes of trash bags that I've bought, but I've also had to set them outside of my house.
Wow,
so
you really are
very sensitive. Yeah. But I can walk past someone and, I mean, if they're loaded with that perfume, instantly my sinuses fill up. And then I get like this sinus headache, which is like a migraine that lasts for days. So, ladies.
Well, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I heard Prescott, this area that we're living in right now, is one of the highest pollen counts
I'm not surprised.
in the world. So a lot of people that have never had allergies before become allergic to whatever's in the air.
Come to Arizona where you don't have allergies. And years ago, the reason that started was because people started bringing in their plants, their trees from whatever region they were from. Yes,
that's
indigenous.
What it means.
And
not native.
Not native, indigenous to their areas.
It's a new word for the day.
And we all became allergic to it, but nothing is as bothersome to me as perfume. But I mean, not just perfume that people wear, like you say, toilet paper, trash bags, but the scented candles.
Yeah.
Oh, can't handle those. I know, people do. But my daughter bought a little, what do you call those cute little birds? Cockatiel. Okay, cockatiel, cockatoo, whatever. It's cock something, okay? Bought this bird, and she's reading the directions and care for this bird. And in it said, do not use like those air freshener things you plug in or scented candles, that could kill the bird. What if
it's a real bird?
It's a real bird, yeah.
I didn't know that's where
If
you're
it's a
going
little
with
plastic
that.
one, you can burn anything
Yeah,
you want.
I wasn't following you
But
on that.
no,
Oh,
it's
wow.
a real bird. That these air freshener, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I know
about,
exactly
don't
what
you?
you're talking
That
about.
you plug in and all this scent goes everywhere. Or like I say, the candles. It said that could kill the bird.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Good to know. Well, if it'll kill a bird, hey.
What is it doing to us?
Yeah, exactly.
But I know it's rampant in everything. It's just in everything.
That perfumey stuff.
The laundry soap, the soaps, yeah.
But it's also the silliness, you know, like you say, the cell phone, the texting, and our young kids don't even know how to carry on a conversation anymore, unless it is like that.
That's right.
You know, on a thing.
Yeah, I have to get on to my boys about that because it's just the way they communicate.
Well, I know what you're talking about. I get on to my grandson. Yeah, my kids are a little older. I started young. I'm not that old. I just started younger. But yeah, you know, teaching conversation etiquette and what have you is something that's becoming a lost art. You know, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Now, the other thing that is a pet peeve. Well, I'm going to let you go for a minute. I've mentioned all mine.
Well, I know that we live in such a great city and you know, there's so many friendly people, but have you noticed lately when you actually go up and try to start a conversation with somebody, they will completely ignore you and not acknowledge that you're there?
I know just what you're talking about. I've even looked at someone, I'm walking past them, look them right in the eye, they look at me and I go, hi. They don't say hello, they don't say anything. Just keep on walking. And the other thing, when you run into someone that you've known for a long time, but you haven't seen them for a long time, and your mind goes blank, you just cannot think of their name, right?
Yeah.
I always go, hi, I'm Gertie, okay? And they go, I know who you are, okay? Instead of saying, well, sure, Gertie, I'm so-and-so. You know, if someone comes up to me I haven't seen for a while, I go, oh, remember me, I'm Gertie, or nice to see you, or I introduce myself to whoever they're with. But I don't get the same back.
You know, and I know we are in a really, you know, I think we're in this technology, I can't even say it because I'm not technically in tune, but I know we're in this technology age where we feel like things are actually getting easier. I feel like it's actually gotten worse.
Oh, it's definitely gotten worse.
Like we have less time for something that was supposed to create more time.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. And what you were talking about also was people not being as friendly, excuse me, as they once were, or saying hello or what have you. You know, we're all a little afraid these days to be friendly or outgoing.
Yeah, but we live in Prescott. I mean, you know quite a few people.
Well, it used to be very friendly, but it's not as friendly as it once was. But it still is a friendly, good town.
It is. It's a friendly, good town. But there's just, you know, certain pet peeves that people are...
Like saying hello.
Yeah, that are getting away from just common courtesy or just, you know, having a conversation with somebody.
Well, one of the reasons is because they are losing that ability one-on-one because of the technology. But I do have a nice story. I was in, well, one of our grocery stores, and this little old lady, I mean, she's a little old lady. I should have been holding the door for her, and I would have, except she beat me to it and was holding the door open for me to pass through. And I just said, well, Happy New Year, and, you know, nice to see somebody as courteous as this, and we got into a real nice conversation. So it can still happen.
It does.
And it does happen.
Yeah. But, you know, just being aware of it.
Right.
Just being aware of
If somebody looks
at
you and says hello, say hello. If somebody comes up to you and you can tell they don't really remember your name, be kind and give